Hi, I'm Josh with LA Tutors, and I'm here to talk about the Secondary School Admissions Test, or the SSAT. The SSAT is a timed multiple choice exam taken by students applying to private schools from grades 3 through 11. You can basically think of it as a junior version of the better known SAT, but for acceptance into high school, middle school, and elementary school, not college. Like the SAT, the SSAT measures a student's verbal and math skills. And like the SAT, the SSAT can be a bit intimidating for students unaccustomed to a standardized test. The SSAT offers 3 levels of test, all based on a student's current grade, not the grade to which they're applying. There's the elementary level, for students currently in 3rd or 4th grade, the middle level, for students currently in 5th, 6th, or 7th grade, and the upper level, for students in 8th through 11th grades. The 3 versions are quite similar in terms of format, but the content naturally gets increasingly difficult as you move up grade levels. Let's break down the sections. Quantitative, or as I like to call it, math. The elementary level SSAT math tests the basics: addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, as well as fractions and some basic geometry and graph interpretation. The middle and upper level SSATs get into more advanced geometry, in addition to algebra, number concepts, data analysis, and probability. Within these same topics, the upper level questions will be extra challenging, with more word problems and more questions involving multiple skills or steps. Here's a sample upper level question. Yeah. Good luck. Verbal. Across all 3 SSAT levels, verbal really means vocabulary. And all the levels use 2 question types to assess a student's vocabulary: synonyms and analogies. Synonym questions simply ask a student to pair a word with its closest match. Analogy questions require understanding what the given words mean and also recognizing their relationship. As you move from elementary to middle to upper level, the difficulty of the vocab definitely increases. A 3rd grader would need to know words like fragile or fortunate, while a 5th grader could be asked about compelled or correlation. And an 8th grader might be tested on fun stuff like remuneration or recalcitrant. If you're fortunate, no one will ever compel you to use the word recalcitrant. Reading. This section uses short passages to test a student's ability to identify main ideas, define words in context, or, in the higher levels, make inferences, interpret an author's tone, and demonstrate critical thinking. The excerpts that students are asked to read will be either narrative writing, including literature, poetry, and nonfiction, or argument-based pieces. And yes, the higher the grade level, the more complicated the passages. Writing. The writing section is unscored, but still important, since it goes directly to the schools you're applying to. With this section, students in grades 7 and below are given a written or visual prompt and asked to write a story. A sample prompt might be, "I didn't expect to learn anything new, but..." and the student takes it from there. 8th graders and high schoolers will get the option of either doing a creative prompt or a traditional expository essay, from a question like, "What's the most important issue facing the world today?" The schools are looking for clear, proper writing here, and also hoping to get a glimpse of a student's personality. The test experience. For each exam, 15 minutes will be devoted to an experimental section. Don't worry, it's nothing scary. This section isn't scored. It's just used by the test administrators to refine their test making. The SSAT is offered on multiple dates, from the fall through the winter. And while the elementary test is administered only on paper, there are 3 different ways to take the upper and middle tests. Number 1, old-fashioned pencil and paper. Number 2, prometric test centers with computer-based exams. Number 3, SSAT at home. Computer-based testing from the comfort of your own room with a proctor monitoring you via webcam. Do be aware that while a student may take the paper SSAT up to 6 times in a year, the more the merrier, right? No. The computer-based SSATs are limited to twice a year. Scoring. It's important to note something sneaky about the upper and middle level SSATs that isn't true of most other standardized tests. There's a penalty for incorrect answers. 1/4 point is deducted for each wrong answer, which means a student must learn how to guess strategically. Harsh, I know. Beyond that, the SSAT raw scores are converted into scaled scores, with different ranges for each level of exam. A percentile ranking is also calculated, which tells you how a student performed against their peers on a scale from 1 to 99. That's a bit about the different versions of the SSAT. There's many more details we could get into, but if you have more questions or would like some tutoring help, best to give us a ring at 1-866-60-TUTOR. Thanks for watching.